Hi, everyone. I'm Kimberly Knox, and welcome to KK's Big Kitchen. We've got another edition of a quick, healthy food demonstration. And so I am the creator of the bioenergetic cooking method. It just looks at food in its healing capacity to your body. So simple cooking for vitality is all that. It is split into the 12 major meridians of the body, and then it's got a yummy section at the back for desserts and snacks that are high quality for the body, that don't disrupt your hormones and your sugar levels and give you energy. So life begets life. The cells know what to do. The cells are programmed to heal, but they need help from vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, from plant nutrients, phytonutrients that help the body heal, anti-cancer, antiviral, antibacterial. All of these properties are in food. That's why plant-based eating, and you can mix it up. I'm not saying you have to be all plant-based, but it does offer the body those energetic qualities that our cells need. So it's not by chance that I'm going to be 58 and I've got vigorous energy. If you want energy, you need to feed your cells. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about tuna fish. All right, I used to make a lot of tuna fish as a child in college. Early on, it's an inexpensive thing that people kind of grew up with. However, very damaging levels of mercury can build up in the body. What happens when mercury levels get too high? Well, Dr. Mark Hyman talked about his gut issues. He also had many clients that cannot lose weight. You also look at the autoimmune diseases and how viruses in the body, there's many viruses in the liver, the body, especially Epstein-Barr and other viruses, they work with the heavy metals to create all sorts of stuff in the body that is not pretty. Pain, sluggishness, symptoms that mimic Lyme, lupus, things like that. So we want to get heavy metals out of the body. One way to do that, we talk about natural chelation with things like cilantro and other plant-based items. Okay, so 1 minute here, I need to get some water. We must hydrate. So we're gonna make a vegan tuna salad. We're gonna roll it. You can just use it by itself on top of supper. We're gonna roll it. Also, I'm gonna show you how I make zucchini noodles with a peeler. So look at what we're putting in here. Fresh radishes. We're putting in organic English cucumbers, some finely shredded carrots, a whole lemon, red onion, celery. All of these things have healing benefits to the cells. So we have filler foods, which are more the grains, the beans, any breads and things like that. But then it is your fruit, your veggies, your leafy greens, your herbs, especially some mushrooms that have these high nutrients that your body desperately needs, especially today, because we've got so much things competing and creating oxidative stress on the cells. And all that means is your cells are dying and you're aging. So, so it's competing with the energy in your body. When you eat food, you should feel like this. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is, I don't need to show you everything. I'm going to drain the beans and I'm going to put them in the dish and I'm going to smash them up. You're going to need a good potato smasher. This is an all-clad version. Anyone that gets them smashed real good, that's easier than using a fork. You can use a fork. This is a peeler. This will help us do the ribbons. A regular peeler to peel this and the carrots. And you're going to want to have a nice knife. I talk about thin bladed knives. They're great for your prepping. Also, this knife here is another, I like the Henkel 4-star line. So this is a prep knife. It's a little bit serrated. And then instead of using, now we grew up with Hellmann's mayonnaise and Miracle Whip, horrible ingredients that are mainly inflammatory, even high fructose corn syrup in there. So we're going to be using organic mustard, some raw tahini, fresh lemon. I don't have fresh dill, but I would be using fresh dill. Use fresh herbs when you can. Have some organic dill weed, even some dulse granulars. Those will help to add in extra iodine And the only place that needs iodine in your body is your thyroid. So it's good to get that in. It doesn't change the flavor, but radishes are amazing for your liver. The plant compounds in radishes, it'll add a little crunch similar to the cucumbers. So let me get some stuff prepped up here. Make sure you have your cute little prep bowls, help you stay organized. And I have a larger bowl here to put everything in. It's just going to be a one bowl operation. You can use your food processor to finely grade, but we're not doing much. So I'm just going to finely grade it on a box grater. So you're going to want to have some wax paper. We'll go through all of this. So I will be right back. Going to get organized for you. Okay, so the beans are drained. Why do I use the Edam brand? Edam brand, Dr. Gundry, who's all about, gut health and the lectins. Edam brand properly pressure cooks the beans. They need to be properly prepared. So if you're not using the Edam brand, and it also has some seaweed in here too. So the superior brand, you can get at Whole Foods like it. So here's your masher. So we're just going to be mashing this up. You're going to want to put a little elbow grease into this. You can use another bean too, like the northern white bean. So we'll get this together. I'm going to do, just so you can see, that's mash. I think you can figure that out. What else are we adding? So radishes, dead radishes, eat them as snacks. What I do is I rinse them off. You just pop off the bottoms, and then you're going to want to trim them. You can store them in some water in the refrigerator. They're an amazing snack. And if you don't have a palette for them, you will get a palette for them. They're fun. And so you're just going to trim the tops and bottoms off. We're going to squeeze an entire lemon in here. This is one of my favorite lemon squeezers. Why? It's because lemons are actually kind of on the upper end, right? If you're getting good ones. Now I always buy organic because I put the entire lemon into my smoothies because the lemon rind is amazing for your liver. But anyway, this gets all the juice out. Some of the other squeezers, they kind of leave a little bit of the pulp. I find this one to be the most efficient. So then we're just going to cut up some of the onion, a little bit of celery. You can chop up some of the leaves in there too. Very dense nutrients there. We're going to peel and get together. So let me come back after I have a few things prepped up for you. Guys, so if you've never used a box grater, go to it. It's a good little arm workout, as long as you don't have to do fishing carrots. So just be careful when you get down close to the grater. These are very, very sharp. I've cut my knuckle before. So once you get down to it small, then just eat the rest. Okay, we're using a piece of the wax paper. We've got the celery already cut up and the red onion. So you're just going to use a combination of your chef knife and a thin blade, Sentuko knife here. So I'm going to go back to grating, but first I'm just going to let you know that if you like this video, give me a little thumbs up. That's great. And if you're not following me already, you can get notifications just by clicking the follow button. So my daughter, Lindsay, she's featured in my cookbook under the heart section. So why are chickpeas in the heart section? It has to do with their level of nutrients, B vitamins, and iron, and because in that section 4 of the heart, we talk about what creates oxygen transport in the body. So if there's many reasons that you're getting thick blood and you're not transporting oxygen, but one of them is iron content because you need that to transport oxygen here. So this roasted chickpea, this is amazing. So chickpeas provide a really nice plant-based version for proteins. They're vacuuming out there, can you hear? A shout out, by the way, for crop juice. Make it a lifestyle, not a diet. And that way it doesn't become work and your body is just constantly in maintenance mode. So no rhyme or reason for chopping up celery, but cucumbers here, but I slice them really thin. I keep them stacked, and then it's just a systematic thing, trying to keep things uniformed. I'll go through them with a chef's knife, but this can just help you if you're not used to it. I do a lot of meal prep, and getting uniform pieces is kind of nice. It's not that important, but and then just run your chef's knife through here. Now, the reason that I don't put everything into a food processor is because it messes with the texture. You want a nice crunchiness of your chopped up veggies, but you do want to have your carrots very fine. You see how nice and fine these are on the small blade. So that'll be nice. Okay, so we're just going to continue with chopping up these. We're going to chop up some radishes the same way, and we're almost done. Okay, guys, we're looking great here. So same thing with the radishes. I just sliced them and then used the chef's knife to chop them up a little bit more. You do want a little bit of texture. Here's your board scraper. It works amazing, right? Now, this is where you can get all of the flavor in this amazing dish. So we're going to be putting all of these into the big pan here. And there you go. So while you're prepping, what happens is you really get your body ready to eat, and you can taste little things. So because you're getting connected with the food, and there's no better way to get your digestive fire really going and getting ready to eat than making something yourself in the kitchen. See how amazing this is, right? So what we're gonna add in here is, I got a couple different mustards. The chickpeas, I drain them so we don't have the juice. So I'm just gonna squeeze in some mustard. I know, figure out the quantities yourself. I just spilled this all over my thumb. This is Dijon and spicy yellow. Sorry, let me get this off. And I love cracked black pepper here. So get that in there. We're using tahini. This is my favorite brand of tahini. Here, I also love their almond butter. High quality, excellent. We're going to use a couple tablespoons of this. Okay, what else? Let's get the dill weed in there. Let me get the top off this. So I can just pour some in since I don't have fresh. Celery seed is actually good to add to this as well. Let's get some dulse in here. Okay. And then 1 full lemon. So this squeezer, check it out. Super easy on the hands, and you really get all the juice out of it. One. So you want the juice of 1 full lemon. If you think you need more, put another one in there. I always suggest having lemons out. You know, you don't have to do it every morning, but having lemon water in the morning is super energizing to the body and helps really start your metabolism and your elimination process. So we're just going to mix this all up. We'll use this spoon. I also wanted to, I thought I had my fork around here. A nice big dinner fork. Oh, it's inside. Here we go. Just got lost. So we're going to mix this all up, and I will be back because then we're going to cut the zucchini noodles. So 2 methods that you can do this. You can put it all in like I just did, and see, I'm using the back of the spoon to kind of mix it all in because the tahini was a little bit clumpy. Or you can put all of this into a little processor and then put it in, but we're trying to keep it a 1 bowl kind of operation here. So what I can assure you is that this smells amazing. All you smell is brilliance, food, life, everything. So that's just fantastic. Let me get the zucchini noodles ready, and I'm going to show you how we make them. Okay, so zucchini, organic zucchini, because we are interested in the skin. The skin is where the majority of your lutein and zeaxanthin are. Those are two antioxidants that they talk about for your eye health. Well, they happen to be pretty concentrated here. So what I do is I'm just going to trim off a little bit of this. You can eat this or do something else with it, but you want a flat surface to start making your noodles. And we'll do it on the other side too. And that way your zucchini doesn't roll. There it is, nice and flat. It doesn't roll when you are using this. All right, so you're just going to press down into it, and with even pressure, you're making ribbons like this. Really cool. So what I do is I put them in water, similar to when you're making the picture of the cake. The carrot cake in my book has ribbons that I made into roses with carrots. Do the same thing. Put the ribbons right into water and keep them nice and moist. So here we go. We're making ribbons. This is exactly how you do it. Just go through. So you want to select zucchini at the store that is kind of around the same size as your peeler. Not the gigantors, like the middle ones. So this is beautiful. So you see how this is done. I'm just going to continue with these and go forward. Okay, so we're also going to use some wraps where you want to get away from gluten and all the stuff that clogs you up is in the wraps of a lot of things. So I've chosen the Siete brand almond flour here, and you're still getting some carbs, and definitely the zucchini are going to just give you so much more nutrients. But honestly, you don't need to do, you can just put this over a bed of greens, okay? But the wraps, you can also make it into a quesadilla. Just put this inside and, heat it up on both sides and cut it like pizza. So with this, we're just going to fill it. We're going to roll it, and then we're going to slice it. Let's start with the noodles. So what I like to do is just lay out two so that we've got a good firm intersection. So this is actually the first time I've done this. So just lay some of your tuna salad down. And then you're just gonna roll them up. See how beautiful that looks? It's really not that hard at all. And then, just put them on the plate. And oh my God, I totally want to eat this by the forkful. So let me do one with the wrap. So like I said, if you do not want to make wraps with them, you don't have to. You can just eat it like that. It's so darn good, because where you're getting all the flavor are from, and all of the healing potential is from the celery, the onion, the radishes, the cucumbers, and you're not gunking it up with mayonnaise and other things. You don't need to. I added a little bit of avocado oil. If it's a little bit dry, you can do that. So you just roll this like this. Very, very simple. And then just cut it. Here, cut off the ends. And now you have little rolls like this. So obviously you're going to be able to do more when you do a wrap. So we'll get those onto a plate, and let me get my hands washed. But that is pretty much it. This is a vegan tuna fish. And so what you're getting is all the flavor from everything that's in there. And you don't need the mercury latent tuna fish. So awesome, guys. Thanks for joining me here today. If you like these little videos, share them, give me a little thumbs up. And if you want to get notifications when one pops up, just you can follow me. All right. Have a great day. Stay healthy.